What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XCN, OnyxCoin today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? So we did not find our higher low here. We did find a slightly lower low right here on this 4-hour candle just now. Hour and 34 minutes left in it to open up the day, the brand new day here, the 15th of May. We've got about 21 hours and 34 minutes left in the day here, if I'm doing my math correctly. It's very possible we can go lower, right? I wasn't too attached to this idea. I always find it funny whenever the trolls come on and say, "Oh, you were wrong." It's like, I mean, what? I called for this to be the low. I was wrong by this much, and then we go up. You got me good, man. I don't know. I don't know why it matters to some people whether you're right or wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to be correct. It's nice to have the correct calls. It's not fun to be wrong all the time. But if you're making money, that's all that matters, right? That's really all that matters. And we make money around here, man. From a low to a high, golden ratio bounce, 382 rejection, back down and below the golden ratio. There's only one place you're going to go. 786 to the 886 right here. Absolutely. You're probably going to find support somewhere between about 1.64 cents and 1.6 cents itself. Somewhere in that zone is where you're going to find support. My bet would be 1.64. I think that you'll find support right there. Move on up, and then being on the 4-hour time frame, that'll probably happen today, and then going into the end of the week, the weekend will probably be consolidating, moving sideways, and then going into sorry, I'm just making sure. Going into the next week, I think we'll be moving up. Next week is definitely still poised, postured, positioned to be a very fantastic week, and I think it will be a fantastic week. Not just for OnyxCoin, but for all of crypto, for the entirety of everything, guys. It's gonna be a fantastic thing. But yes, a little bit lower. It seems is what is in the playbook here. If we're looking at this on the RSI here, on the 4-hour RSI, looking like we want to go lower, rejecting the 50 area here, living below the 50 area. Not a good look in itself. Lower highs, lower lows throughout the whole thing. I think we will get into that oversold zone. Once we get into that oversold zone, that'll likely be it as far as what the low is, where the low is, right? Maybe we get oversold and we do exactly like what this did here. We get oversold, we find our low. We're not in the oversold zone here, but we still found a lower low. We get a higher low, some bullish divergence. Maybe that's exactly what we do, and then we bounce from there. I don't know. My expectation still would be that we see something around 1.64 to 1.6 cents at the lowest. Maybe we do find some kind of a double bottom, but that's kind of my expectation, right? Looking at the daily time frame, whenever it comes to moving higher, which any day now, probably sometime next week. I mean, if it's Thursday today, Friday, Saturday, I mean, all of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it'll probably be 5 days from now before we start moving up, like really start moving up would be my guess. So a little bit of time until then. Get your paychecks in order, get your monies worked out, right, and see if you can get them injected into the markets before we take off. OnyxCoin is very much in this fantastic looking bull flag. It's very tight, very well maintained. It's perfect looking. And I very much do believe that from a low, I'm going to take this as the low. I'm going to take that as the low to the high. I've gotten comfortable because I think on the daily time frame, that's the only way that you could really argue this as being the low to measure for the bull flag. But if you're looking at this on a 3-day time frame, there's no argument. You would take it right there. It looks even more like a bull flag here. You take it right from that low. If you're looking at it on a weekly time frame, it looks very much like a bull flag here as well. You take it from that low. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it from this low here to the high. I don't normally do that. Normally I take the more conservative approach, but we're being copacetic today. From the low there, the measure move would take you all the way up to about 5.7 cents. We're at 1.7 cents now. That implies that OnyxCoin probably by the end of May, if not over the next week or two, which is essentially the same thing, we're going to see something on the lines of like a 3.2x. Now, we could see something a little bit less than that. Maybe we stop right at this prior high over here and we only get a 2.9x. Maybe we continue to grow and we see prices go all the way up to 7 cents. We see a 4x or 10 cents right there with psychological resistance. I don't know. I'm not expecting that by the end of the month, but you never know what's going to happen. My expectation very much does revolve something around 5.5 cents, just below there, just above there, between 5 and 6 cents. That's what I think is going to happen, and it's going to play off of this move here. If we're looking at this on the 1-hour time frame, I just want to see here real quick what we're looking at because we looked at the 4-hour and the daily. The 1-hour also looks bearish. Yes, very, very much bearish. Yeah, you're not going to hold here. I think that you will continue to move down. But on the bright side, your volume is just kind of absent. You're picking up a little bit. It's more consistent here as you're moving down, and that might be enough to push you down. But you're not getting anything too crazy, right? The last time you had significant volume really was on the buying effect, and then also here coming up to the upside. So I don't think this move is any kind of substantial anything. You know, I was reading this on Coin Market Cap. Oh man, I might have to sneeze. I was reading all these little comments. Oh god, I gotta sneeze, but I can't sneeze. I want to sneeze. I don't like to hold in sneezes, guys. If I ever say I want to sneeze but I can't, it's not that I'm holding them in. I just don't. I can't. I don't know why it went away. OnyxCoin. I'll say it again. XCN is a long-term play. Wake TFU. Wake that fudge up, or whatever they say. XCN. Bitcoin moves first. Ethereum moves second. Large caps move third. Small alts move last. Just wait. We are close. Learn the patterns and cycles. I will say, OnyxCoin seems to move with the rest of the markets, and it actually seems to be a first mover. This is a general rule of thumb, what Mooncow is saying here. Shout out to Mooncow, whoever you are. But I would say I've noticed altcoin actually seems to top off first, actually. And the rest of the market, even Bitcoin, tops off after. But they do all move up at the same time. They all find their lows at the same time. XCN scam? Hell no. Hell no, it isn't. Heavily manipulated is more like it. Yes. When Sun and the team want XCN to go, it will. Yes, exactly. Yes. People hear that and they think manipulated. Doesn't that mean it's bad? Dude, everything's manipulated. Do you know what the US dollar is? What do you mean? Is it bad? No. Manipulation. It's just a key. It's a factor of life, you guys. And when it comes to finances, especially so. And good manipulation, bad manipulation, whatever it is, I think OnyxCoin, because of the manipulation, that it will pump. It will pump up a lot. XCN is the gem, yes. Not too many bearish people here. I was expecting to see some bearish stuff, but the community sentiment is on point. Profile score, I don't know what the hell this means. I don't know where this is derived from, what that means. I think I've read this one time, this disclaimer, but that's a kind of high profile score that I've noticed for XCN. Normally their profile scores, even like watch this. XCN 78%. What about Solana? Right? Or SWI. Maybe it was SWI. Maybe it's not Solana. I remember SWI. SWI's was like 50%. 66%. Even lower. Even lower than OnyxCoins. I don't know what that means, but if CoinMarketCap is grading cryptos, we got one that's got a better grade than number 6 here. Maybe even than number 11. Let's see. I'm just having fun right now. I'm just bored looking around. I mean, we've done most of the TA. We'll go over some stuff in a second, guys. But, you know, outside the normal stuff, I don't really have too much more to say. Yeah, profile score 70. Okay, so SWI is a little bit better. XCN's better than SWI and Solana on their profile score. But again, I don't know what that means. Let's just see here. What does that mean? The profile score is a measure of the completeness and freshness of the data provided by the project to CoinMarketCap. Information that is missing or incomplete, for example, missing token unlocks or project description, will lower the profile score. Okay, so transparency. Transparency. So that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a better or worse crypto, though. So that's good to know. They have a better transparency score, which is kind of interesting. You know, I wanted to take this moment actually and say if there's anybody who's aware of anyone from the Onyx DAO team or anybody that has some insider information on Onyx DAO, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I'm curious to know what the deets are, man. Maybe we can get them out there for the people to understand, but I got to get to know you first. So hit me up in the comments if anybody knows anything. We'd like to know more, right? I make these videos every damn day. I make 2 videos a day. I'm your guy. If anybody on OnyxCoin wants to throw out some details, you know, just hello, hi, I'm right here. I talk about you twice a day. I don't know. I'm taking this moment to just be all over the place, I guess. What else can we talk about, you guys? What else can we talk about OnyxCoin? Maybe we can do some ribbons and then end this bad boy. I mean, we know where the target's going to go, right? We know where the price is as far as, or where the target is as far as where the price is going to go. By the end of May, we're expecting 5 cents to 6 cents. By the end of June, we're expecting 26 cents to 32 cents. Daily ribbon here, you're living in it, so yes, you likely do find your low just below the ribbon, down there at like 1.64 cents. Yes, that makes sense. Something like that sounds about right. 4 hour, starting to cross down. 3-day time frame. Yeah, a little bit lower, whatever, that's okay. But nothing too crazy for the 3-day. And the weekly looks fine. Maybe we'll come down there and find support right at it. Maybe we won't, actually. No, we're probably not going to go down. I mean, maybe. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If OnyxCoin goes lower than I'm expecting, if it does go below 1.64 cents, just understand we really could drop all the way down to 1.4 cents, and it's fine if we do. It's totally fine if OnyxCoin drops to 1.4 cents. In fact, if it goes there or anywhere below there, I'm going to load up the truck, man. This thing is going, it's already the biggest bag that I have. It's going to like, I'm going to shrink a lot of other bags and go heavy into this thing if we get the chance to buy below 1.5 cents. But I don't think that we will. But if we do, I'll let you guys know. I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say, so I'll probably just end it there. Hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. That's that. All right, take care. And if anybody does reach out in the comments, don't take it personally if I'm bad at responding. I will try to remember, but I'm pretty bad at responding. All right, ta-ta, bye-bye.